Welcome. This is Rex.
This is Cole, and we're talking about Balan Wonderworld, one of the worst named games in existence.
It's kind of hard to
Uh,
say.
it's real. Well, it's not. I think
Balan
it's not hard to say. Sorry, go ahead.
Balan Wonderworld. I think it's tough a little bit.
Wonderworld is tough because you want to say Wonderland. Because Balan Wonderland. It's like
Balan, I think it's pretty hard to say too. It's not.
true, true.
It's not a
It's
real world word or traditional name.
I
I would
mean,
say.
it's the name of that dude with the hat face.
Okay.
So
So
that's I think
this
what it's.
let's do a review on this game. What type of genre is this game again?
So it is a
Platformer,
platformer, kind of,
right?
yeah, kind of like your Banjo Kazooie or your Mario 64, that kind of thing.
And you play as Balan.
Uh,
Balan.
no, so you don't. I
Okay.
mean, you do, but most of the time you don't. Uh, you play as one of two kids, of four various skin tones.
Okay.
You get to choose what skin tone they have, and yeah, it's mostly just just a 3D platformer where you just run around as them and kind of get costumes and sort of
Yeah, let's pull
use those power ups.
some of it up.
Yeah.
You
So
ready?
I got some right here.
Okay.
Uh, this is the sort of hub area of the game, and I'll explain more about what the heck's going on with these weird little bird creatures, which are frankly extremely adorable, and I love them. But let's start with a world here.
Huh.
All right. So again, this is the demo for the game. So this game isn't out yet. It's
It
still
isn't out yet. Okay.
yeah, it isn't out yet.
When is
This is
this
still
coming
the
out?
demo. When is it coming out?
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Mostly because yep.
So the release date was what?
Sorry, yeah, we had to go and we had a little bit of technical difficulty, but yeah, the release date is March 26th, 2021. But a lot of people are saying that it should be delayed, and I kind of agree with them. And well, like, look at this game though; it looks fine. There's a little bit of weird, like everything in this game dances. Literally, like everything that isn't trying to kill you is dancing.
Okay.
And that's kind of weird. It's all very dreamlike and strange. Okay, so first gripe, right? These are your costumes. These are like your power-ups that you get collect throughout the game. And to get them, you have to get a key, like this, and then you open it up. And the thing is, well, you would think that normally it's like, oh yeah, well they put the key right there to teach you. Almost all of the power-ups are like that. Like it kind of renders the keys kind of redundant. They're just like they're like just barely within reach, or sorry, not barely within reach. They're very very like close. It seems very silly. It seems like it's just padding. But anyway, so the first thing I want to mention about this game that's very important, I think, for the whole experience to kind of understand, right? So every costume is an ability, and there's 80 of them, right? There's supposed to be 80 of these little power-ups in this game. And the last time we talked about it, we mentioned that it was kind of like, it was a lot. It's like, oh, how are they going to do that? Like, what would you have to do to kind of get all those costumes in there? And well, I can show you right here. So I'm going to look at the controls real quick. So I want you to notice something. There are 6 jump buttons. They all everything that isn't a control stick, a pause button, or like, I mean, I don't even think they use the control pad. But yeah, anything that isn't like like change costumes or move the camera around or just walk. That's a jump button. Like literally, so every character basically has the ability to move around and do an action. And that action for this guy is a twirly jump. But some costumes, they like shoot a thing or they'll do something like that.
Can you change costumes right now?
Can I get costumes right now?
Can you change?
Well, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, so I'm about to get another one.
Oh.
So we're about to go into an area where there's another costume ready and available for us. So they're gonna like make us fight some guys for it first. This is the bad guy. I don't know what his name is.
So once you get the other costume, can you change costumes on the fly?
Oh yeah, you can change costumes between one of three. You can hold three in your inventory at a time.
What
And I've got another.
How many you have right now?
I have one, but you actually save them, and that's another gripe I have because like. But I'll explain that in a second. Like I'm going through. Trust me, it's a lot. So there's a key around here somewhere.
Okay.
There it is. See, it's so close. So here's the other costume you get in this sort of first mission, and this is a kind of Yoshi floaty jump. So, and again, that one's a jump, so that makes sense. But there are characters that just straight up do not allow you to jump because that the costume does something else, like it shoots something, or it like it throws something, or it does something else on the action button. Oh no, that's bad. I don't know about that. I will say though, the game's very pretty. If you can look here, like there's kind of a cool effect where like you go up to sort of as you sort of move around the world, it kind of slowly sort of folds in. So it definitely isn't like. It's definitely one of those things where I don't want to complain about as much as I am. But anyway, yeah. So changing costumes, right? Boom. So, yeah, and it's like that. It's very
So
like
why isn't this ready for?
Why isn't this ready for release?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's. And maybe it's one of those things you have to play to kind of understand. But I'll go here.
Is there a wonkiness or?
Oh, see, here's the thing. Actually, a lot of people complain that you move too slow in this game. I actually think it's fine. But there is one thing that is extremely annoying, and I'm going to go back to the sort of start to show you, because I think I can show you there. Because there's a way to change costumes in this game. So, as you play, you actually collect costumes. If you get through a mission and complete the stage, you actually just get to keep it. So I'm going to add this costume here to my set. Actually, no, I want Gear Boy to be on this one, so we'll do that guy too. We'll switch him up. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
So what's your issue?
So what's my issue? Okay, so, like, okay, for example, like, here in this menu, right? Literally, again, every button is confirmed. To exit, you have to, like, hit this button. Stuff like that. The whole idea of the sort of, the whole idea of the costumes mechanic permeates throughout the entire game. And as it should, I mean, that makes sense, right? It's the main mechanic of it. But, I guess my problem with it is just that, like, it doesn't... It doesn't feel... it feels too restrictive. Like this guy right now that I'm playing as, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the... Wait, where's the... There it is. So this is the ability. So that means I can't jump. And while there are stages in the game that are
you can't use
designed to cater
costumes right now?
Yeah, I can do it. But what if, say, you had only costumes that can't... Because there's 80 of them, right? What if you only had costumes that don't jump?
Well, you gotta replay the level, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta replay the level. And it's like, that's super annoying.
Well, you better have a character that jumps.
I mean, yes, but... I mean, doesn't that... I don't know. I don't know if it, annoys you, but it annoys me. Especially if, like, you have to go into another level to get another character.
Maybe
or you have to go into, like, a sort of a little, like, pad. Like that little pad where I switch characters. That's the only place you can do that, so...
What probably will end up happening is you find your favorite three and just keep playing your favorite three throughout the whole game.
Yeah, but... So there are things you can do. I think there's a thing here that I can use Gear Boy for, right? And Gear Boy isn't accessible on the stage. You have to go to another world to get it. And... Let's see if I can find it here. I might not be able to. It might be a different stage. But, there are just certain things where, like, you just... Either, like... I don't want to say, like, you can't progress, but you will be... Like right there, I have to switch, but...
Okay.
I'm trying to explain it, because you
want to be more open, but it isn't, so... It's
Yeah, it's hard to
I get it.
yeah, it's hard to explain. I'm trying to like get to a moment that explains my kind of gripes, because like here this is fine for the most part, but it is mostly just that like you can't is mostly just the implications of what you're doing, and the fact that you like the literally every action button is jump, right? Every action button you could have given the characters all jumps, but you did but they didn't. And it feels like it's hampering itself for no reason, and like there's a lot of problems that could be solved if they just removed that feature, or if they removed that like sort of gameplay mechanic, and they just made it like a normal sort of platformer where you jumped and then you had an action you could do.
Okay.
Because
I
right now, yeah, I know. I know I keep hampering on it, but you don't understand how insane. I guess you don't really you don't really you can't really connect with how terrible this is from my perspective.
Sure, it's
like,
pretty terrible, but yeah, I'm sure it's
I don't know.
annoying.
I don't know. There's other stuff too. Like, so this guy, right? I guess I really wanted to like hammer in the costume thing. I think I overdid it though. But there's one more thing I want to show, and it's like this guy, right? Okay. So every stage has one of these, and it's kind of, I think it's based on the original creator's sort of idea with knights, where you like kind of take control of of this other character who you can fight with or do like various challenges with. But all it is just this little like quick time mini game that I don't know. It just takes time for no reason, and this is every stage, and it takes like a good like I don't know 2-3 minutes, or at least that's what it feels like. It takes forever. This one's pretty short, but they get longer, and then there's boss fights that show up during it that again are all just like these little quick time events, and they just kind of feel like there's no point to them being there, other than like you need this to get the special like golden trophy. Yeah. And see, now that I messed it up, I can't get it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff that feels like either unnecessary or just kind of like unfinished.
Can you just not do it?
Yeah, but if you don't want to, if you don't unlock trophies like those little like gold things you see in the top left corner, you can't unlock stages.
So you can't not do it.
So you can not do it, but you're missing out on content if you do.
Yeah.
So it's
it just kind of you have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it exactly. And it's just like more kind of like waiting and kind of goofing around that just doesn't feel like. Okay. It just doesn't feel like you're actually engaging with a game. You're just watching a movie there for like a quick second. It's just lame. Just waiting.
All right.
There is one more thing I did want to talk about though, and after that I'll leave it alone, because there is one thing that I think is really great about this game. Yeah, I'm about to. I'm right here. And I'm sorry again. I'm taking. I kind of this is my first time doing this.
Just say it.
All right. So this is a sort of little like clicker game world. Like the home is actually a place where you can feed these little like bird dudes, and as you collect sort of stuff throughout the stages, you can feed them, and then after you feed them, you can take them to this giant machine. Okay. So like they're asking for food, so I'll toss one in here. And when you do that, they'll all start to roll around this little like contraption here and go up inside this machine and sort of start to fill up this number. Now I've already done all of this, but yeah, you can see they're kind of going into that little like turning wheel as well. But as you do it, that number fills up, and then more of the tower gets built out. And honestly, even though it's really simple, and I don't think on its own it would be considered a game. But like, if they combined that with a more kind of engaging, like game experience in the main game, I think this would actually be really neat. Like this honestly, like seeing these little dudes like roll around the track and sort of, kind of, talk to you and ask for things. It's really neat. It's really fun. And I honestly think that there's a lot of cool stuff like here. There is a lot of cool things here. I keep complaining about it, but there is a lot of unique ideas and designs here. It's just that there's a lot of mechanics that either make you wait or for no reason, or they just kind of add tedium or like add extra steps where there doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. I guess that's kind of my core thought of the game is just tedious where it doesn't need to be, but has a lot of potential.
So we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll address it further when it comes out, probably.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be completely. Maybe there's a point to all this. Maybe you unlock a new button. I don't know.
So thanks for watching. Please like,
right.
subscribe, comment, and
make sure do all those things.
We'll talk to you guys. We'll see you guys real soon.